Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to the Kilobits' Praise the Sunday. I'm Toby, and this is the second time I've had to restart the character and Whoa! Sorry, I was not expecting all of these summon signs at once. Oh, that was awesome. The fuck is going on with this guy? Oh, that's amazing. Sorry, as I was saying, this is the second time that I've had to go through all of, well, right the way through the game again. It's taken me like an hour and a half of time that I really didn't have because the capture card has fucked me again. So, thank you very much, Roxio, for making my life just that little bit harder. I mean, I realise that playing through my favourite video game isn't really that much of a hassle compared to some of the shit that some people have to deal with on a daily basis, but it crapped out on Wednesday night, and I have had, well, I work Thursdays and Saturdays 12 hours a day, so that's 24 hours out of my time that can't be used. Anyway, the last giant is dead, and we have got the soldier key, which will allow us to open up the way to the pursuer and progress onwards through the game. We're going to be going through the pursuer today, hopefully, provided that I can kill him as quickly as I did last time I recorded this. Seriously, he went down in like 3 hits because I'll show you when I get there. Yes, Hollow Soldier Helm. Okay, pick up this. Lovely to get Radiant Life Gems. There is also an Estus Shard Flask. Wait, Estus Flask Shard up here. Somewhere. Which will be endlessly useful, considering that that will bring us up to a grand total of 4 Estus. And, well, the more Estus you have, the better your chances are of surviving the rest of the game. So, yeah, this is just upstairs from the Cardinal Tower. No? I love this game online. Anyway, now there's going to be a little bit of platforming. Is that a tiny summon sign over there? What? Oh man, this guy's truly excellent at platforming. Okay, now, whoop. Lovely. Ah, fuck. No. Ooh. Nearly scogged it. Wow, there are a lot of summon signs around today. Anyway, now that we've gone and got our Flage Shard, we can head back to Medulla and level up. Look at that editing. Not a single loading screen to be seen. Which, you know, I just want to give you guys the most streamlined thing possible, and also, this episode might run long because I find the pursuer quite difficult. Or at least I did, until I realised there's actually a really fun way to cheese him. Come on. Okay, first things first, give Estus Flask Shard, yes. It's really nice to play this game sort of an evening, rather than at one of these snippets of time that I've had to, in order to keep up with this. Like, there's a lot more people around than I'm used to seeing, which is really nice. Anyway, we're going to start pumping adaptability. Wow, not that much. So that we can... Okay, maybe one less. We can get up to 10 endurance. There we go. Now, the reason that we're pumping adaptability is that we're not going to be using the heaviest armour in the game, which means that we'll want to be boosting our dexterity so that we can get better iframes. Now, whether or not this is an actual thing that happens is entirely up for debate, and I'll start talking about it on the other side of this loading screen. Okay, there we go. And since we're going straight to the pursuer, let's summon a couple of mates to help us. Because I'm cheap, and the pursuer reminds me a lot of Artorias, except if you had to fight Artorias on top of a crumbled fortress with siege weapons. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, adaptability. Okay, so the adaptability debate has been raging for the longest possible time, and I'm hoping that by the time this Let's Play finishes, there's a more concrete answer than, maybe, which seems to be the community's current stance on the issue. Okay, so we've got a caster named Little Binky. Let's give him a little hello. Hello, Little Binky. Nice gamer tag. Okay, please be there. Okay, he is. That's good. Okay, and where's this other guy? Come on. Just once. Just once I'd really like to record one of these where there isn't some kind of technical issue, my Xbox doesn't crap out, or the servers don't fail me. But no, we've got Game Devil, which is, well, I'm not entirely certain what Game Devil is. I guess only time will tell. Come on. Anyway, we're going to use the soldier key that we just got to deal with the pursuer. Wow. Okay, calm down, Little Binky. He needs to calm himself. Lovely cleric. Oh. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to try and tell these guys to wait here. Without the use of voice commands, which is far more trouble than you really realise. Okay, if those guys can take care of him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my torch to light that brazier. Can't believe we've already worked up 25 minutes worth of torches. I mean, that is something that wasn't in the beta. Oh, no, come on, come on. Torches did not have a time limit, and as such, they were a far more pleasant resource. Now the fact that whenever you want to be able to see in dark areas, you have to have gained sort of an item. I know that they've sort of fixed the ragdoll, but this is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, as I was saying, the fact that you need an item which times out is really, really unpalatable. I mean, it's fun, and it's really cool to sort of see that ticking down. It gives me, well, there's an awful lot of anxiety involved. Come on, just... Where the fuck are my guys? Guys? Oh, come on. Have a little bloody faith in me, Game Devil. Oh well, it's cool, Binky. We can do this alone. Oh, I'm actually a little bit heartbroken. I feel rejected. Okay, so through here is the Pursuer, and then beyond there is the Lost Bastille. Should be noted that the flaming area in the Great Hall that we were just in, you can actually jump down there, but it's a lot easier to do if you have the Silver Cat Ring, which can be bought from, well, the Cat Merchant, who I'm just going to call Alvina because I can't remember her actual name, and it's a talking cat in Dark Souls. I'm pretty certain that calling it Alvina is the only true path. Anyway, through here is the Pursuer, and he is really cool, got this whole, like, flying Robocop vibe thing going on. Just jump across here. Woo! Pointless platforming. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, Binky? Are you absolutely ready? Show me your war cry. No? That's less of a war cry, Binky. It's less of a war cry. Alright, let's get in there. And, oh, my heart's going at 1,000 beats a minute. Ooh. Look at that Pursuer's Ultra Greatsword. Fantastic weapon. And he gets dropped in. You'll remember the Eagle Knight from episode 2 sort of coming and wrecking my shit, except I didn't let him rip my shit because I ran away. If you kill the Pursuer at that point, you don't have to fight him here, but that does mean that you don't get to see this sweet-ass cutscene. Now, what I'm going to do is hopefully going to be pretty badass, but I'm not entirely certain that I can do it, so you'll just have to bear with me. Okay, come on, Binky, engage. Binky? Binky, I need you to draw some aggro. Binky! Okay, I guess I'm gonna... Oh, fire! Fire, 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 fire. There it is. What Binky has just done is fired the scorpion at him. Ah, beautiful. And that is the end of the Pursuer. Ah, okay, that... That was far less of a glorious castle-top climax than I thought it was going to be. But, you know, now we get to look at this beautiful area. And it is absolutely beautiful. Ah, the crumbled ruins of the castle of Vendrick. I mean, it's not Castle Drangleic, but this was his fortress on the coast where they first engaged the dragons? The giants as they crossed the sea. And you can see sort of the remnants of the battle. I mean, the statues have crumbled. There's a giant head here that's clearly fallen off that. I mean, that might sound like an inference, but there's a really cool thing that happens here late game, but which I'm not going to go into. What I'm going to show you, though, is the location of the Drangleic set and Drangleic sword, which are really cool. I mean, the Drangleic sword upgrades with Twinkling Titanite, I think, and it's viable right the way up until end game. But we've got this High sword, and I feel quite comfortable with it. So we're going to stick with this just for now. Anyway, onwards to the Lost Bastille. We'll end this episode when we have freed Macduff, and I've shown you how to get him to move, because I know that's a thing that gives a lot of new players quite a lot of pause. And by pause I mean trouble. I was just trying to be nice, I'm sorry. Anyway, I know that you couldn't really see what happened to the pursuer, so I guess I'll just demonstrate here. You pull of the thing, you fire of the bolts. There we go. Ah, I love this game. Okay, so through the big giant head, past this tree of giants, which is where the Forest of Fallen Giants gets its name. I wonder what it was called before all the giants fell in it. Oh well, not really my issue. Anyway, you might remember this from Dark Souls 1 as the way to get back to the Undead Asylum. Now, you just hit A. No curling up required. You just get fucking grabbed by an eagle. Beautiful. And here we are, the Lost Bastille. I really like the area names in this game. Lost Bastille, No Man's Wharf, Majula. Sounds a lot like Majora. Got my own little crossover fanfic thing going on in my brain there. Anyway, this is actually a little bit earlier than we're going to be doing the Lost Bastille area. I mean, we're not going to be doing the Ruined Sentinels until we've done Hyde's Tower of Flame and maybe even the Huntsman's Copse. But what we are going to do now, since there isn't really enough time to go and do another boss, is, well, first off, we're going to grab this. Lovely. Large Titanite shard, always useful. Then we're going to break in here through this window. Then we're going to punt this off here, because physics! Ah, that felt real good. Okay, hop on down. These dogs are really good for farming human effigies, but you can't really item and soul farm in this game. For the very simple reason that after you've killed enemies a few times, they just stop spawning, which is fairly irritating, as you can imagine. Okay, open up, and in here we've got the Covetor's Silver Serpent Ring and the Antiquated Key. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think that we put on the Ring of Blades that we got from the Pursuer. That was lovely. Okay, so now we're getting a soul boost and an attack boost. This is also one of my very most favourite areas in the game. Or is it most very most? Who cares? Because it's full of like really creepy looking but not actually that difficult enemies like this guy. We're about to meet Lucitil of Mirror and then scrub through her dialogue because there's no point in listening to her. Okay. Come on, stagger. Stagger. And there we go! That's one dead man. Fantastic. They look so imposing, but they're really, really not. Damn it. Just realised that there's another brazier that I could have lit, but once you've left the tower apart bonfire, there's no actual way to get back to it. Which is why opening up Macduff's workshop is... That was weird, that's not how physics work. Is quite so useful early game. Okay, so let's talk to Lucitil. Just start to scrub on through. She's a really useful NPC to have because she'll start rewarding you with items for battles that you've been in together. Usually just human effigies, but, you know, whatever. Any summon is better than no summon, unless you're not a scrub. But I am a scrub, so it doesn't particularly matter to me. Okay. If we just climb up here, you'll see the brazier that I'm lamenting being unable to light. But there's more Titanite, which is always useful. Anyway, let's Metal Gear Solid our way out of here. Metal Gear Solid? More like Devil May Cry, jumping out of a window, pointlessly. Style over substancely. I know that there's a lot of crossover between the DMC and Dark Souls fanbases, but I don't know, I've never really been able to get into the whole crazy nature of Devil May Cry. And I like Crazy Taxi, it's just it's not crazy taxi, you know? Okay. So, the fact is that these guys can still give you a little bit of trouble. I mean, mostly I'm feeling a little bit intimidated right now, just because I really don't want to die and subject you guys to that. Or myself, my beautiful character, my beautiful Mr. Sam McKnight. I don't want him to look like a zombie. Because that's not fair. Or fun. Okay, jumping attack these dogs. If I two-handed jumping attack, I think I can just about one-hit them. Which would be really, really nice. Nope. Okay, never mind. There's a third dog here. Beautiful. And we're up to the physics puzzle, which will mark the end of the episode. Also, that gold pine resin is really very, very useful. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get this guy away from that barrel. So, rather than going for the obvious backstab option, we're going to aggro him and then run backwards. And hopefully, yep, yeah, there we go. Now we can go for the obvious, I was going to say obvious backstab option. Oh, I can't believe I got hit there. Just hoping to, there we go. iframes through. God, I love invincibility frames. And there was another one. Beautiful. Okay, so now that he's a corpse, all we've got to do is punt this down there, and that'll mark the end of the episode. Well, it won't mark the end of the episode, I'm going to show you guys how to move Macduff, but it'll mark the end of the tribulation of the episode. So give it a little kick. There we go. Remember me saying that there's a lot more physics-based stuff back in episode 2, when I knocked the thing down Medulla? Yeah, it's stuff like that I was referring to which I was referring. Fucking grammar, whatever. Okay, so now we light this bonfire up. And through here is Macduff, the Elemental Blacksmith, and what he allows you to do once you find the old ember, or is it no, I don't know, an ember from the Iron Keep. He can imbue your weapon with various elemental properties, which makes him ridiculously useless. Useful for the endgame. Sorry, it's the middle of the night because my housemates have been playing fucking dubstep all day, which is really, really considerate of them, given that I lost all my footage and have had to redo this, because apparently putting up the 420p thing with an apology was unacceptable. That sounds like I'm bitching, but I'm really, really not. I'm just tired, that's all. Anyway, as you'll see, Macduff is quite clearly mental. Oh, don't hit me with your hammer, Macduff. But he's also sitting on top of a chest, and this is a beginner's trap. From want you to kill him so that you can open the chest, and it's nothing that great, compared to what Macduff does. So what you actually do is light up this brazier, and next time you come back to the area, Macduff will be over here, and he'll start scritching about needing an ember. Anyway, thank you guys very, very much for watching. If you've liked this redone video, and indeed the effort that I have put into making sure that it goes up, then why not hit like? I realise that it's not effort recording Let's Plays, but shut up. Shut up. Also, don't forget to check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/thekillerbits and Facebook at facebook.com/thekillerbits. I've been Toby, and I continue to be exhausted. Bye.